Hi, David Allman here. Welcome to this new pack. This is a Soaring Ballad pack. It's a pack about storytelling, where you're the storyteller. There are some constraints. The constraints are to tell a story that fits the landscape, which is given to you by these 20 different backing tracks. These tracks are about 4 minutes long, so you have that amount of time to tell your story. And they're very simple as far as the keys go. Just one key in each pack, so you can learn one scale, and all the notes of the scale are going to work throughout this backing track. So as you're playing through this track, getting familiar with the different notes and hearing how they interact with the backing track, I want you to think of the high point of the story. Just picture a movie, maybe. You've got your introduction, you're introducing the characters, and then something happens to them, and then you get the high point of the story, and then you get a resolution. I think every good solo should be built with that in mind. So the introduction is basically testing out some of the notes so that the listener is comfortable with how these notes interact with the backing track. In this case, in the example that I was playing in the opening section, we were in the key of A minor. So if I were to practice this track real time, I would hit play on the backing track and play my scale, just to get comfortable with these notes. And then as I am improvising, starting to build my story, I'm going to introduce the characters. The characters can be these notes or some musical ideas. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to really go in the gentle touch type of playing. I don't want to overpower what is being heard. So that might be using the neck pickup, for example, which is a lighter touch, and just a few notes first. That's enough to introduce the characters. And so the backing track's going to go on, and as it's going on, your story is going to progress. You might add some more notes, maybe adventure outside of the position you're playing in and exploring some neighbor positions, just covering a wider and wider area of the fretboard. And as this is happening, you're going to get an idea of where that strong point of the story is going to be. The strong point might be something like this with the bridge pickup, which is a little bit stronger than the neck. The neck is a little lighter usually than the bridge. And the high point of the story might be something like this musically. So a stronger attack. I'm playing higher on the fretboard, which is going to help my melodic ideas to stand out of the backing track. There's contrast there. And then once I played my section of the high point of the story, I'm easily going to go to the conclusion. And the conclusion is going to be similar to the introduction, where I'm playing a little bit softer. So let me play that over a few bars of this backing track to give you an idea. And as I'm doing that, think of introduction, lighter touch, simple ideas, going towards that high point of the story, which is in this case going to be something like this. And then I'm going to gently go back to an intro, a lighter touch. I might switch my pickup back to the neck position, and I'm just going to finish my story. I'm not going to play this over the full track. I'll just pick a few bars, a condensed version of the story. But as I'm doing that, think about the intro, lighter touch, the high point, where I'll play higher on the fretboard and stronger notes, bridge pickup. And then I'm going to go back to a lighter touch for the conclusion of my story. So that's what I'd like you to do with this track. This is really going to help your musicality. It's going to help you explore and find out more about who you are and what you want to say on the instrument. And also that approach kind of frees you up from that unhealthy competitive aspect of playing, because you're not competing with anyone as far as the licks go. You're just telling a story, and there's no one better than you to tell your story over these 20 different backing tracks. I hope you enjoy this pack. Check out the different keys that are listed. Again, it's very simple. We are using minor and major keys. That's it. If you're unfamiliar with the keys, check jamplay.com to get diagrams and more info on these keys. But it's a very enjoyable pack, I think. So I hope you have fun with it. Practice well, and I'll see you next time.